This is a fun one. And this is another situation where I have recorded my DAW. So let us jump back in time. Let me do it. I haven't done this in a while. My fingers are feeling a little fuzzy. Okay, the first thing that I want to address is why a notch filter is not removing that. If you just listen to it, you can hear that interference fluctuates in frequency quite a bit. In order to demonstrate this, I have Izotope Insight 2 pulled up. I am going to go ahead and loop just a section of the interference, and you can look at the spectrogram so you can see that this is occurring over a large amount of frequencies as opposed to a single frequency that you could just notch out. So that is occurring between 2,000 and 7,000 hertz. That's a wide frequency range that you can't really just notch out. So my initial thought was Spectral D Noise, which is an RX7 plugin. The reason this came to mind is it has a learn button. So you can loop a certain section of your audio and train the plugin of the noise profile and use that to remove that noise from the rest of the audio. Let me go ahead and click Learn, and I will loop this again. And that generates a profile of your noise, and if you're watching the video version of this, you can see the graph. This is not just a singular frequency. This spans the majority of the frequency response graph up to 9 kilohertz. But now that we've trained the plugin of your noise profile, let's go ahead and see how well it does at removing that.
Hi, Andrew. I think I have to explain this as soon as possible because it's a problem that is very easily noticeable. This microphone I'm using is a very bad microphone.
So even with an incredibly powerful plugin like RX7 Spectral D Noise, you're not able to get rid of all of that background interference. And I was being extremely aggressive with the settings to a point that I would never use this plugin because, as you could hear, it destroys the quality of your voice. It makes you sound underwater. And even when I'm being that aggressive, that noise is still making it through. And just out of curiosity, I wanted to see how aggressive I had to get with this plugin to actually get rid of that noise. I had to turn it all the way up in terms of reduction, 40 decibels of reduction. Let me play it now so you can hear how degraded the vocal recording is now.
Has this awful background noise, and I think you can remove it.
The noise is no longer there, but the voice is barely there as well. Let me go ahead and play it, and I will bypass the plugin so you can hear the noise, and then with the noise removed.
But I don't know how. If you look at a equalizer, you will see
it's even still coming through in certain parts. So that was my solution, but it's not a good solution. The only real solution here is don't have that in the recording. That is honestly the only solution to this. This goes back to the make your audio as good as you possibly can before you hit record. And that's the golden rule. Hopefully that was helpful. Alrighty, there it is. That's my conclusion. I think the golden rule will forever apply. If you want an amazing sounding recording, step 1, get amazing sounding audio before you hit record. You cannot polish a turd. All you'll end up with is a shiny turd and now your hands smell like shit. That's been my motto for years. I don't think it's catching on because it's not very catchy, but I love the saying. So I wish you the best of luck, and don't use that microphone. Use your better sounding microphone, please, because it's... Okay, hang on. Use that for special effects. That sounded like the aliens in Signs. I just rewatched that a couple of weeks ago, and it reminded me of that. You could be a sound effects designer person. There you go. Save that for applications like that, but do not use that to speak to people, please. Please, save everybody. Do not use it. Okay.
Hi, Andrew. I think I have to explain this as soon as possible because it's a problem that is very easily noticeable. This microphone I'm using is a very bad microphone, very cheap. I don't even know the brand of it. It's called Trust. No one knows this brand. It's a random brand, probably pirated. It's terrible, and it has this awful background noise, and I think you can remove it, but I don't know how. If you look at a equalizer, you will see it's very focused on the high frequencies, and it shifts, but a notch filter will not take care of it, and I don't know how to get rid of it. And I need to be clear, I have a better microphone. I'm just doing this because I'm crazy. Um, this is absurd. This microphone is terrible. I'm just doing this. I'm just doing this because I'm crazy. There's no reason to do this. I know. But I want to know if it is possible to remove this background noise. Thank you for listening already, and greetings from Brazil.
All right.